Plant-based does not automatically mean healthy, and the veggie burger aisle has been counting on shoppers not knowing that. I went through the ingredient panels and the independent nutrition research on the most popular veggie burgers on the market, and a lot of what is inside is not the wholesome plant food story the packaging is selling. Today we are covering 5 veggie burgers worth skipping, and 5 that actually deliver on the promise printed on the box. So stick around for both halves before you make any changes to your freezer. This is a category where good intentions and good formulas do not always line up. And today's list is built to help you tell the difference before you're standing in the aisle trying to decide. If you're new here, hit subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown like this one. Let's get into it. The 5 veggie burgers to avoid. Most people reaching for a veggie burger are trying to do something genuinely good for their health. The problem is that a lot of these products spend more effort mimicking meat than delivering nutrition. 5. Morningstar Farms Griller's Prime Veggie Burger. 16 grams of protein. Looks great on the box, until you check what is actually carrying it. This burger is built almost entirely from processed ingredients and isolated soy protein, with 400 milligrams of sodium packed into a single 71-gram patty. It reads healthy at a glance and processes like a snack food once you actually work through the ingredient order, because it is one of the most widely stocked veggie burgers in the country. It also shapes what a lot of shoppers assume a normal veggie burger is supposed to be, which makes its formula more influential on the category than its nutrition panel would suggest. This is often the first veggie burger someone tries when they start cutting back on meat, and a disappointing or overly processed first impression can quietly push people away from the entire category rather than just this one brand. Morningstar has been owned by Kellogg for decades, which means the same processing philosophy that shapes cereal and snack production also shapes how this burger gets formulated, right down to leaning on extrusion and isolate proteins rather than whole vegetables to hit a consistent texture across every single patty in every single box. Morningstar leans on volume and shelf space to earn trust. The next brand takes a completely different approach, leaning on food science advanced enough to make a burger bleed. 4. Impossible Burger. It takes 21 ingredients to build a single patty, anchored by soy protein isolate and legumoglobin, the heme that makes it bleed like beef, derived from genetically engineered yeast. That is a genuinely novel ingredient that reached grocery shelves with comparatively limited long-term safety data behind it. And environmental researchers have separately raised concerns about the risk of that engineered yeast escaping containment during large-scale production. This is engineered food built to mimic meat at the processing level, not just a flavor, using an ingredient that simply did not exist in the food supply a decade ago. Nutritionists do not call this clean. They call it what it is, a lab-built imitation of beef rather than a vegetable-based alternative to it. The company markets leg hemoglobin as functionally identical to heme found naturally in animal muscle tissue, and while the chemistry checks out on paper, that framing sidesteps the fact that the ingredient is produced through industrial fermentation at a scale with no direct precedent in the human food supply, which is exactly why regulators required a novel food safety review before it could be sold. Impossible built its reputation on imitating meat exactly. The next brand takes the same approach with a different protein source and a different trade-off. 3. Beyond Burger. Same basic story, different protein source. Pea protein isolate replaces soy this time, plus enough coconut oil to push the saturated fat up to 6 grams per patty. One widely cited study did find Beyond Meat products edged out actual beef on a handful of heart health markers over an 8-week trial. But that is a comparison against a genuinely unhealthy baseline, and researchers involved in that same conversation are quick to point out it is not the same thing as a health endorsement on its own merits. The coconut oil doing most of the fat work here is still a saturated fat regardless of its plant origin, and the body does not treat it differently just because it did not come from an animal. Beyond has reformulated its recipe more than once in response to criticism over sodium and processing, which is a positive sign. But the current version still lands closer to a processed convenience food than a whole food alternative to meat. The company has also faced public scrutiny over declining sales and shifting formulas. And some of the more recent reformulations aimed at improving the nutrition panel have come at the cost of the meat-like texture that originally built the brand's reputation, which suggests the company itself is still searching for the right balance rather than having settled on one. Beating beef on a few markers is not the same as being a health food. The next brand doesn't even try to compete with meat and still manages to fall short on basic nutrition. 2. Pure farmland plant-based burgers. Of the major store-bought plant-based options that have been directly compared side by side, this one comes out highest on both sodium and saturated fat, with 580 milligrams of sodium and 13 grams of saturated fat in a single patty. That is more saturated fat than a lot of actual ground beef burgers, sitting inside packaging that leans heavily on farm imagery, and the word farmland to suggest exactly the opposite impression. It comes from the same parent company behind Smithfield Foods, which is worth knowing that the appeal of switching to a plant-based burger was partly about distancing yourself from large-scale industrial meat production in the first place. That corporate connection is not disclosed anywhere on the packaging itself, and it means a shopper actively trying to move away from an industrial meat producer could end up putting money right back into that same parent company's revenue simply by choosing what looks like an unrelated plant-based brand sitting a few shelves over. Pure farmland hides behind imagery. The last brand on this list hides behind something more frustrating, a genuinely good mission attached to a product that doesn't match it. 1. Meatless farm plant-based burgers. This one is frustrating specifically because the sustainability and sourcing story behind it is genuinely solid, a British company with a real environmental commitment behind the brand. The nutrition panel does not match that story. Roughly 480 milligrams of sodium sit in every 100 grams, stacked onto a long, heavily processed ingredient list that undercuts the wholesome, farm-grown language plastered across the box. Good intentions upstream do not automatically translate into a clean product downstream, and this brand is the clearest example of that gap on the entire list, a reminder that an ethical supply chain and a clean ingredient panel are two separate promises a company has to keep. Shoppers who choose a brand specifically for its environmental credentials rarely think to double-check the nutrition panel afterward, assuming the two things must go hand in hand. And Meatless Farm is proof that assumption does not always hold. The company has published detailed carbon footprint comparisons for its products against conventional beef, and those numbers hold up well. But a smaller environmental footprint during production says nothing about what the finished patty is actually doing to a body eating it several times a week. The 5 veggie burgers worth buying. The split in this category is not plant-based versus meat. It is whole food versus engineered food, and every brand below lands firmly on the whole food side. 5. Dr. Prieger's California Veggie Burger. This is the brand nutritionists consistently point to as a standard bearer in this entire category. Real vegetables and grains lead the ingredient list instead of an isolated protein powder, which means the label reads short and recognizable instead of like a chemistry set. It will not give you the meat mimicking bleed and bite of an Impossible or Beyond patty, because it is not trying to. This is a vegetable burger, not a beef impersonation, and it has held that same identity across most of its product line for years without chasing the meat analog trend. The company built its reputation on kid-friendly vegetable products long before plant-based eating became a mainstream trend. And that older, food-focused positioning still shows up clearly in how the burgers are formulated today. The brand is still family-run, and that continuity is part why the recipe has stayed so consistent even as competitors around it have chased whichever protein trend happened to be dominating headlines that particular year. Dr. Prieger's proves whole vegetables can carry a burger on their own. The next brand pushes that idea even further, building the entire patty around whole beans and grains you can actually see. For actual veggies, built from whole beans, quinoa, oats, and seeds you can actually see and identify sitting in the patty, with an impressive amount of intact plant fiber per serving. The trade-off is a bit less raw protein per patty than the meat mimic brands, but what is there is coming from whole food, not an extraction process, which means it is carrying along fiber, micronutrients, and other whole plant benefits that get stripped out when a company isolates a single protein. It is also one of the few brands in this category that lists whole vegetables as the majority of the patty by weight rather than as an afterthought near the bottom of the label. The company was founded specifically as a reaction against the meat-mimicking trend, built around the idea that a vegetable should still look and taste like a vegetable inside a burger, rather than disappearing into an engineered protein matrix. And that founding philosophy is still visible in every ingredient panel across the brand's lineup. Actual Veggies keeps every ingredient visible. The next brand takes a more minimalist route, building its entire product around a single recognizable protein source. 3. Field Roast. For anyone who wants a genuinely minimal ingredient list rather than a beef stand-in, Field Roast plant-based products lean on vital wheat gluten and recognizable seasonings, hand-formed rather than extruded through industrial processing. It is a different eating experience than the meat analog brands, and it is worth trying if you have written off veggie burgers based only on the ultra-processed end of the category. The texture leans firmer and denser than a soy or pea-based patty, closer to seitan roast than a ground beef substitute, which some people prefer and others find takes a bit of adjustment. Field Roast has stayed independent from the wave of meat analog startups chasing venture funding over the past several years, and that slower, less trend-driven approach to product development is part of why the recipe has stayed relatively stable while competitors around have gone through repeated reformulations chasing whatever the market wanted that quarter. Field Roast keeps things simple through wheat gluten. The next brand takes simplicity even further, building its entire burger around allergen-free whole grains. 2. Hilary's Eat Well World's Best Veggie Burger. This one is built from cooked whole grain millet, kale or spinach, sweet potato, ground flaxseed, sea salt, and a handful of named vegetables and spices with no soy, gluten, dairy, or artificial additives anywhere on the label. It is certified organic and non-GMO project verified, and the ingredient list reads almost exactly like something you put together in your own kitchen. For anyone managing a food allergy on top of trying to eat clean, this is one of the few options on the market that checks both boxes at once, since it is also manufactured in a dedicated facility free from the 12 most common food allergens. The company was founded by someone who dealt with food allergies firsthand, and that origin story shows up directly in how carefully the brand approaches cross-contamination and ingredient sourcing across its entire product line, not just this one burger. That same founder still oversees product development today, which is part of why the brand has resisted the kind of ingredient shortcuts that tend to creep in once a company scales up production and starts optimizing for cost instead of the original mission. And at the very top of this list sits a brand that has been doing this the same honest way since long, before plant-based became a marketing category. 1. Sunshine Burger. Sunshine Burger keeps its ingredient list almost aggressively short, built around organic brown rice, organic sunflower seeds, and other named whole foods rather than isolates or extracts. There is no soy, no gluten, and no mystery protein powder doing the heavy lifting. It is one of the oldest organic veggie burger brands still operating, and it has stayed remarkably consistent on ingredient philosophy the entire time, refusing to chase the meat mimic trend that reshaped most of the rest of this category.
I get the full body, yes, I love this, and I never get tired of seeing that.
I try a lot of these burgers. It's darn good.
Really good.
That consistency is worth something on its own, in a category where most brands have quietly reformulated toward more processing over the past decade rather than less. Sunshine Burger has stayed a small, independently run operation rather than getting absorbed into a larger food conglomerate the way several other early natural food brands eventually were. And that independence is a big part of why the recipe has never drifted toward the cheaper isolates and fillers that crept into so many of its competitors over the years. The brand also skips the extensive marketing budget most competitors rely on, choosing instead to let the short ingredient list and decades of consistency speak for the product on its own, which is rare in a category that's crowded with health claims. A burger built from beans, grains, and vegetables you can identify on site is a genuinely different product from one built to bleed and behave exactly like ground beef through pea or soy protein isolates, methylcellulose, and coconut oil. Running that comparison yourself takes 10 seconds in the freezer aisle, and it is the single most useful habit this entire category rewards. The tell is almost always the first 3 ingredients. If a whole vegetable, bean, or grain leads a list, the rest of the label usually follows that same philosophy. If an isolate or an oil leads the list instead, everything after tend to be there for texture and shelf life rather than nutrition. None of this means you need to swear off Beyond or Impossible forever if you genuinely enjoy them. Just go in knowing you are eating an engineered product, not a health food, and treat it the way you would treat any other processed convenience item occasionally, not as a daily default. Read the label before it goes in your cart. Share this with a person in your life who thinks vegan automatically means healthy. And drop a comment letting me know which burger is getting swapped out of your freezer first. I read every one, and I'll be back with the next breakdown soon. Bite Back Bites. We chew through the nonsense so you don't have to.